Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, today we're going to do it. We're going to discuss the colors that go into portraits. Prismacolor 150 includes all the colors that are in the 24 set for portraits. There are a couple that I've also included in colors that I want you to be aware of for portraits that were not included. So burnt umber, white, Tuscan red, henna, terracotta, sienna brown, rosy beige, dark umber, goldenrod, jasmine, dark brown, salmon pink, yellow ochre, sand cream, beige peach, indigo blue, pink, light umber, clay rose, light peach, blush pink, pink rose are the 24 set. Nectar and the cool grays are extra. They don't come in the set, but I feel that the nectar is very important. We're going to divide up this 24 set into 4 categories. This will make it a little bit easier for you to understand where you're supposed to use what. Once you get experienced, and of course later on you're going to add in many more colors, but for the beginner who is really afraid of putting in color where they don't really know where it goes, what I see a lot of people doing in the pictures that I see and get sent to me is a lot of people's skin tones are very bland. There is no highlighting, there's no contour, there's nothing to define the face. It's basically they're taking 1 or 2 pencils, scribbling over the face and calling it a day. What I'm going to show you today is how to sculpt the face so that you could take a face that looks one way and really change it into looking infinite. And as I said, this is a beginning to intermediate video. It's not meant for advanced colorists who actually know and use the colors and are going to come back and say, well, you can use this color here, this color here. I'm not trying to confuse everyone. I'm trying to simplify it. I'm trying to help people create the best picture they can, even from the beginning. Okay, so let's get started in taking a look at what's in here. Okay, we're going to start with our skin tone colors. Nectar, peach, beige, cream, sand, light peach. And we'll just get my shadow out of here. Let's see, would I use any other as the skin tone? Probably not. Okay, so here you have your basic skin tone colors. These are going to be the colors that you're going to use underneath. These are the colors that you're going to use for your undertones. What's going to determine the race of the person as far as skin tone goes, where a lot of Asians have a yellower undertone, you would choose one of these colors. A darker skinned person, Hispanic or black, may start at the nectar level. But this is just the color that's underneath the color, that the color you don't really see. I wouldn't go too much more yellow because then it'll be harder to keep a person from looking like they've got jaundice. So I would be comfortable to say these are your undertone colors. Okay. Once you have your tone down, and I did a whole video on just undertones and tones. I did an entire video on just undertones and toning the skin, getting that right complexion color. Now today what we're going to do is going to teach you how to sculpt the face. And that's what you're going to do with highlights and contours. Now, white, of course, is going to be a highlight color. Um, let's see. Your contour colors are your burnt ochre, your henna, terracotta, sienna brown, light umber, and possibly your goldenrod, although I don't think I've ever used it as a contour color, but yes, goldenrod would be considered. Um, I don't use jasmine and yellow ochre too often. I'm going to put them in the skin tone category. I don't use those mostly because they're very yellow. So if you don't use it underneath something, the overtone on the skin is going to be very yellow. And that's why I don't often use it. I would have rather have seen jasmine and yellow ochre replaced with nectar. But I don't make the rules. Okay, so we have then other colors left in here. Rosy beige is often used as a contour color. Pink rose is getting towards the makeup, so let's put that down. So your highlight is your white. Now we're going to go with your shadow colors, which of course would be your dark umber, your dark brown, your grays, your indigo blue. These colors that are left is basically what I call makeup. I would put the clay rose in with the rosy beige and consider that a contour color. But these are mostly for the upper levels of the face, and they add basically makeup. So this is my breakdown of how I would show a new person what the colors do for you. Now we're going to go back and we're going to examine exactly what and where to put each one of these colors. Once you have a smooth tone across your face, you're going to look now to your highlights and your contours. It's through those highlights and the contours that your face is going to be shaped, just like makeup. Now I've set up the screen so that I can show you, depending on what picture you're using, you're going to choose your face. Okay, so let's work with the diamond face first. Diamond, you can make a shot of this, screenshot of this. I got this off the internet, off of Pinterest, and when I went to go look in Google to see who did this, it was used like hundreds of times. So I guess it's one of those open things that you can use it. Each one of these dots represents an area that you can contour or highlight. The creams are the highlights. The terracotta is the contour. So here you have your diamond-shaped face. For a diamond-shaped face, this is where your highlights and your contours are going to go. Your contours are going to go here and here. Now the color that you choose for this comes from the list that I gave you. And if it's a lighter toned face, you use a lighter contour. If it's a darker face, you use a darker contour. It runs the same for every shape face that there is. So if you're working with a heart-shaped face, here's your contours, here and here, and here's your highlights. Those are your definite areas of shading. We're going to get into the middle of the face in just a few minutes. So I'm not including the face. I'm just talking about the shape, being able to form the shape of the head. So here's the oblong face. We have highlights going a little bit lower than in some of the other ones. And to cut down on the point of the face, you're going to contour it. Oval, it would be contour, contour, and that's to bring the face a little bit more into longer instead of fatter at the edges. And then you'd have your highlight here and your highlight there. Rectangular, you have a lot of contour in the rectangular face because you really want to cut that squared look off. And here we have 6 points. Okay, it doesn't look like they included any highlighted areas in it, but I will tell you that your highlight always goes over here, and there's always a little highlight on the chin. Moving over to the round face, we have the 4 areas plus highlight and highlight. Square would be in the same spots, but a little bit thinner. Highlights. And then on the triangular face, you have your contour, and then lower contour. None on the forehead, and you have your highlight and your highlight. And those are your spots that you're going to follow. Next, what I'm going to do is we're going to start to shape the actual features in the face. Okay, once you get all your contouring done and the shape of your face looking good, now it's time to start to not so much contour, but to create the face. A while ago, I did a face shading video where I told you to take your finger, place it on your nose, and run your finger down your nose. I wanted you to feel what is the bone structure of your face is, the way your nose protrudes out, the sides of your nose to your nostrils, underneath your nose, your lip. How does that feel to you? Where are the bumps? Where are the ridges? Where is the bone structure in your face? So you never need a picture. You have a face. Put your hand up to it if it's ever a question. But there is, look at these pictures. There is really no nose on this page. Now you could do basically anything with these features. You can make the nose wide. You can make the nose thin. You can deep set her eyes. You could bring her eyes way out. And that's what we're going to discuss right now. First, we're going to talk about the nose. Now, I'm going to get into videos discussing each feature of the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, very specifically, just not yet. This is an overview. You should be able to get through any figures that or portraits that you're coloring, just from the information I'm giving you here today. Every nose is the same. You're going to highlight here and the bridge of the nose. Not the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose. You're also going to have 2 others. A highlight here over the nostril and a highlight there on the nostril. The nose is actually made of 3 balls. And as long as you treat them like that, your nose will come out fine. The tip of the nose being a little bit larger than the two nostrils. Now, if you put your balls going out further, your nose becomes wider. If you bring them in and don't make them very defined, your nose is smaller. Now, how are we going to define this from the highlights and uh, the contours? Well, every nose starts to contour going down the nose, here and here. And let's just bring this up so you have a proper placement. With the highlight going down the nose and the contours going to the side, the wider you make that highlight on your nose will show you how wide and how thin your nose can be. So the contour is really setting the size of the nose. So going down the nose, you're going to have this contour. You're also going to treat, there's not really enough room, but the where the nostrils meet the skin of the face, you're going to treat that as a contour area. The darker you make that contour, the more prominent the nose will stick out. The lighter you make that, the less the nose will stick out. So you can vary the shape by varying your pencil point on how dark you're going to make it. A very large nose would be very wide set, have a large highlight. Also, right there, because of the way the shape of the head is, it always gets a little darker going right around here. Now let's bring out another one because I'm running out of dots. Okay, you're going to have a highlight going on the eyes. Okay, so the face is looking like this. You're also going to have some highlights under the eyes. Now, it doesn't matter what shape face you've made with your contour. These highlight points and these contour points are steady. It's always there. Another way of showing how big the nose is, let me get another one of these out. Right under here, and here is going to be darker. The darker it is over here and over here, the more the nose sticks out. Because you're actually recessing it in, so the tip sticks out more, the nose is larger. The lighter it is over here makes the nose appear less shadow. It's what it is, it's less shadowed. A larger nose would have more of a shadow. The less shadow, the smaller the nose. So you're always going to have your shadows right there. Now, on your lips, let's get out another one of these. On your lips, there's going to be a triangle of highlight here. Let's move that down a bit. Here, here, and here. So what you're going to have is that triangle. Let me just grab the right one. Get them into place. looks a little wonky. I'm sure your pictures are going to come out better than this. Because you have your highlight here, here, and here, the lips will look like it's coming out from the face. Then you're going to have it shaded all under here. Okay, so this is going to go all underneath here. Now, two really good points, and you're going to like this. If you take a really dark pencil, and it's like one of the only times I'm telling you to get out your black, very carefully put points going right where the two lips. Get that really, really dark. Just that point and that point. By making those 2 points, you're actually making the lips look more realistic. A lot of people don't realize they have to do that, but yes, you do. Those two, that's like the most important places not to forget. So, the chin is, of course, highlighted as you get to the point. And then you're going to be contouring again underneath the face. And that's basically, let's see if I forgot anything else. There's a little bit of contour that's going to come in over here. We're going to take care of the eyes completely separately because the eyes are actually balls inside of holes. And we're going to treat them like balls inside of holes. And that's something that people also don't realize. They kind of mess that up. Since you have light underneath here, going down deep into the eye socket, it's going to get dark. I can't put a dot in there, but it's going to get a little darker underneath the eye. And then as it comes up, just like the bridge of the eyebrow is up, which is equal to right over here and over here with the highlight, it's going to make it look like it's a cup. And we're going to go way more into that later on. But that's basically contour, how to do an entire face with just contour and highlight. Next, you add in those colors you're going to bring in as makeup. And as any woman that does makeup, you know that you're going to have color on the apples of your cheeks. You're going to have some eyeshadow with some highlighter, real makeup highlighter, and your eyeshadow going out. And I'm going to be doing the whole eye video, so I'll show you how to do eyelashes really well. Remember when I taught you how to do a tapered stroke? Practice those tapered strokes because eyelashes are absolutely only tapered strokes. So I hope you enjoyed this video on contouring the face. Next video, I'm going to demo step by step exactly what I did here for you. And I will show you step by step. I will actually take one of these faces and contour them for you. So I will look forward to that, and take care. Any questions, you know how to reach me. My email is in the description box below, or just write me a comment. I'm a little behind this week because of my arm, but I will get back to writing to everybody, and I've read everybody's comments. So please keep it personal, keep showing me those pictures, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.